What is up, party people? Welcome to Enter the Realm, Episode 7, the Realm of Collectors podcast. Tonight we have a very special show. We are a versus. Shout out to Asian Kid Matt. He asked if it was versus. I said, yes, we're going to have a fucking cage match tonight. I hope you guys wore your big boy britches. Real quick, let's do some intros. First on my screen here, I've got Daniel, Ultra Vengeance. What is up?
Hey, what's going on, man? It's Ultra Vengeance. Find me at Instagram, and that's it.
All right, next we got Eddie, Dust Mites.
What's up, people? What's going on? I'm trying to see if we get this chat working right now.
Right on.
Sorry about that. Just give me a second. But keep going. Just go on to the next one, will you? Come on.
From Shattered Cast Uncut, we got Greg.
What's up, guys? How are you?
Greg.
Next up, we got Mr. Independent, Jay Ruse.
That's me. What's up, guys?
And then also from the Shattered Cast family, we have Oscar.
Hello, how's everyone doing tonight?
And I'll round out the cast as Chris. You can find me on Instagram at Pinkerton, Facebook as Christopher Pinkerton.
Are you pretty much tapping out with the pink and the whole Pinkerton? You're just gonna be Chris now? Is that it?
I mean, you guys can call me whatever you want. I really don't give a shit.
Can I call you Delilah?
It's cool, man. We're all pink on the inside.
That's right. I'm just pink. I'm just pink on my driver's license. So
there's one. That's another one you can add to the Chuck E. Cheese list.
All right. Chad apparently is working.
Yeah, I got it going.
All right.
Sorry about that, guys. I was just trying to fucking get that going.
All right. So thanks, guys, from Shattercast. Appreciate you guys coming on tonight. It's nice to have a little bit of variety in our stew here. We're really trying to just make an awesome community for what we do, collecting and sharing. So it's really cool.
I'm glad to contribute to your stew.
Thanks.
Collectors United.
Hopefully you weren't the cream sauce. So.
No, I am.
Oh, I love making a good bechamel.
Close your eyes.
All right, guys, let's get into some. Let's get into what did you get this week?
That voice is getting worse and worse.
I'll go first. Dr. Malcolm Bigglesworth here. No.
You sound like a fucking she-male on the fucking on the corner of Broad Street and Newark Drive or some shit.
Can I call a 1-900 number or?
I'll go first, guys. I had an interesting pickup week. I didn't get any toys, but I got a couple books. I got Last Stand of the Wreckers, a hardcover on Amazon. Good price. Thank you. I'm going to try to get my IDW. It's got some of my favorite characters. Obviously, Cup. I'm a Cup guy. Masterpiece Cup, where are you? And I also got the
over here,
the Covenant of Primus, and I'm going to tell a story about that. So I ordered it. It was on the Prime Day sale, which is quite ironic. So it comes in a box big enough for a fucking bow and arrow. I thought that's what it was.
Yes,
And inside that box, there was a box. So I opened that. And inside that box, there was a box. And I opened that, and then there's the actual box that has the tightest slipcover I've ever felt in my life. That's what she said. So you slide that up and open that box, and then there's the Autobot symbol, and you open that, and then the book is in a box.
Yeah.
So I'm physically tired by the time I get to it.
It's like opening up a Warbotron Bruticus set, you know?
Yes. And then
that sleeve.
Right. And then
Sounds like the most cheaply constructed Mamushka doll ever. Right at your doorstep.
That's exactly what it was. And then I found out a woman wrote the book, so I threw it away. Just kidding.
Oh,
feminism.
Just kidding. But a woman did write the book. All right, let's go backwards here. Oscar, you got anything cool this week?
Well, I got two things. Double dipping on one, but today actually in the mail I got this guy for $13 shipped. It is Transformers animated Sunstorm. Because I want to look at a toy and say, I really want a soda. So
makes you want a sun kiss, right?
It sure does. And last week, a gift from my wife came. I dropped her off at the airport. She went to this big horse convention, her and a couple of friends. And she was like, we got something coming. You got something coming in the mail today, so make sure you're home between like 12 and 4. I was like, all right, whatever. So I get home, this huge box is here, and she ordered me Combiner Wars Devastator.
Nice.
And for a Hasbro product, he is good. He is good.
He is
No
good.
kidding.
Have you put him in the swimming pool yet?
No, I actually care about the shit I buy.
Don't
Shout
be,
out to Addo.
Yeah,
don't be
I've-
ashamed
I've
of it, Oscar.
seen that from a couple of people. All right, Jay, what did you
No.
get?
So I started the disease and got the 2 hardcovers, Last Stand and All Hail Megatron.
Yeah, good.
I also got this piece of shit. This is the Toy World Devil Star.
Really? Piece of
The
shit.
gray colors.
Is that the TF Source or TFCon exclusive?
Yep, that's a TFCon exclusive.
And you
Very
did
cool.
and you did say
Very
piece of
cool.
shit, right?
I did say piece of shit because there's a fucking QC issue with the wing, and it fucking flops back and forth like a piece of shit, not like the white one did.
Oh, the white one did that
Oh,
on
so
me.
the white one's better. Is that what you're saying?
The white one is better. I actually prefer.
Whoa, guys, easy.
Wait. Oh wait, forgot what color I am. But no, I like the white. I like the white colors better. The gray one is it's all right, just dull looking. But that's me.
upsetting.
That's all I
I
got.
gotta admit, Jorge, I'm a little upset by what you just said. Being a fellow Hispanic, we're gonna have to talk about this when we go to work at the car wash tomorrow.
I'm too busy mowing lawns tomorrow. I'll meet you.
Got me on the schedule, yeah.
I thought you were coming here and painting my bathroom.
That's Thursday. That's Thursday.
Who's gonna be at Home Depot in the morning then?
All right, guys, all right.
Come on, Greg. What did you get this week, buddy?
Well, I'm gonna double dip too, fuck it. So I got the Devastator, I got it in trade, I got it for a really good price, and I am actually satisfied. For what it is, and for what I paid for it, I'm happy. I'm actually happy. I was surprised. I went to the doctor, I went to the ER, I got all checked out, and I'm happy with
Rubber
it.
glove treatment.
All right, did you put yours in the swimming pool?
I did not.
Okay. All right.
I did not. I got the what's my scale? 1/4 18-inch Arkham Origins Batman from NECA. It's fucking sick. You could yeah, for justice. You could kill a whore with it if you swung it hard enough. Speaking of killing whores, I got what company is that? The first Goken NT01 Big Boss Cerebral third-party Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Krang.
That is a lot of words.
That is really
Yeah, it
complicated
is.
name for third-party crank.
It's as big as MP10. It's got a cool little blue fucking Easy Bake Oven light. It weighs more than MP10 and it costs about as much, but it's pretty fucking cool, very well made. I'm very, very pleased with it. My wife, however, is not. I got the Perfect Effect Black Zarek and Scorponok, the little headmaster, the little tiny, like 2-inch, little simplified cheesy ones with the full-size headmasters. I got those for about $15 a piece. They're pretty fucking cool. I think I got the Mortal Kombat figures from Mezco, the Mortal Kombat X 6-inch. They're pretty fucking good for what you pay for them if you get from BBTS.
Is that the ones Bobby reviewed?
Yeah, well, he just reviewed them. Yeah, the Scorpion and the Raiden are awesome. Sub-Zero's okay. He comes with like the ice hammer, not the ice ball, but he's got a peg for the ice ball, so I'm sure I can get one from China eventually. And then I got the Covenant of the Primus from the Amazon Prime sale, and I can attest to everything that was just said. It came in a coffin inside of a box. Well, here's the thing: they sent it to me, and then it didn't ship. Like, it didn't move for 4 or 5 days, so they sent another one. So I came home one day and I had 3 big ass boxes. I had that NECA Batman, and I had 2 Covenant of Primuses from Amazon Prime, like, at my door. Like, it was like a fortress.
You hit the payload, man. That's a huge what's in the fucking box.
So yeah, it was a box and a box and a box and some paper and a box and a box and a box and some paper and an Autobot symbol in a box. But I got 2 of them, and I kept one for myself, and I gave one to my buddy Matt Deluxe Baldwin. So shout out to him, who apparently couldn't make it tonight.
Shout out to Wilson on the other side of the fence there. All right, so
yeah, that was it.
awesome haul there. So Dust Mites, hopefully you got a fucking quieter keyboard over there clicking and clacking.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I was, you know, and it's funny. Like, I was just looking down, and Matt hit me up in the Kick chat, and he's like, "Eddie, I can hear you typing and your chair moving."
Actually, that was probably me that made that noise. That was my MP10 trailer. I had to open it to get something out.
Typing. I promise you. I promise you. So,
are you sure it wasn't rolling?
I'm sorry. I will type quieter.
Roller. The one time I
flippers down.
Yeah.
Dan, you see this, Dan? There's the flipper, buddy.
There's
the flipper. All right.
So flipper, Dust Mites. What'd you get this week?
Well, last week I kind of
Uh-oh.
Oh, was it me this time? I can
He
see
got a
everyone's
palsy.
still. Yes! Thank you, Internet Explorer. You have saved my job.
Oh, he's
no,
gone.
he's gone. Oh, I hope it's not the cats. Oh, shit. So basically, the show's over, guys. I appreciate you guys coming on. We'll have to start another one up. Because if the host of a live hangout leaves, you got... No, here he is. He got back.
We're back.
I don't know how that happened. If this is cat related, this is cat related. Nope, there he goes again. Okay. Well, let's just move on real quick. UV, what'd you get this week, buddy?
I also got the Covenant. I already got I also got the Covenant of Primus. I also got Last Stand of Wreckers, and today I got More Than Meets the Eye Volume 2. So I'm pretty happy about that. And I also got Under the Red Hood, the collected edition. So big comic book haul this week.
Nice.
I'm pretty happy with that.
Under the Red Hood, good story.
Oh, and I forgot to mention. Shout out to UV. He sent me a pile of wrestling related stuff. So shout out to him. I made you room for other comics, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Dust, you're back.
Yeah, something really fucked up happened there, guys. I apologize for that. I just bounced out and it loaded me up.
You're supposed to close all the other porn windows before you start recording.
You can't torrent while you're doing it.
Man, are we still broadcasting live?
We
appeared on my screen.
I don't know how long it's gonna last because you're on your other account, right?
Yeah, it wouldn't let me load in my normal account, so I don't know. We'll just roll with it, man. I'm sorry.
Shout out to Google.
Yep. So
Google.
So we didn't get your. What did you get this week?
Well, I got Hasbro Devi, and like what the guy said, you know, it's and you know me being the Hasbro hater, this really isn't all that bad. In combined mode, I'm not gonna really speak too much about the single modes.
They're not that bad. I told you, they look good.
Like I said,
individual modes are the weakest part of this toy, except for Long Haul because he's full of chocolate, and then Scavenger is the best figure out of them all. Period.
It just seems like if they just would have went a little bit further, they really could have knocked it out the park, man. I really agree with that.
If they had put some die-cast in it, filled in those empty spots.
You know, I don't really even care about die-cast. Just give me an elbow, a real elbow, not an elbow.
The guy that designed that's the same guy that did MP10.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. A little bit of extra joints, a little better plastic, some die-cast.
He did 10, 12, 13, 14,
everything
15.
up until Wheeljack, I think.
Yep. We talked about that on one of our shows. That's what I was saying. That their faces look masterpiece. Like they did really good sculpting on those faces.
What I told somebody also was, if you look at the head sculpt and the torso, it looks great. They look great, but then you start panning out, it gets bad.
Yeah.
All right, so we're still rolling, guys, which is surprising. I'm not real sure how this is happening. We'll just roll.
It's the will of Thanos.
Yeah,
yes. Praise the Lord, Thanos himself up above. Ooh.
It's the power. It's the power of Collectors United.
Do you mean Apocalypse? Purple Apocalypse?
Not I'm the news. Thanos.
And I'm the most dangerous mutant in the world. Fear my colostomy bag of evil.
Speaking of Apocalypse, let's talk about that. So it's 2016.
You like how I segued right there?
Yes, they're very nice.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, thanks for skipping stuff. So 2016 is the year of superhero movies. We've got just there's probably more than this. We got Civil War, Apocalypse, Deadpool. Well, it's Age of Apocalypse. Deadpool, Suicide Squad, and I
Super versus Benifer. Okay.
Versus Benifer. So the Superman Batman crossover movie, and then Gambit, I guess, is supposed to come out next year. I don't know is Taylor Kitsch still playing Gambit?
Channing Tatum, yes.
No, it's Channing Tatum.
What'd you call him?
No. The guy who played it was Taylor Kitsch. It was his name. He was in. That was the kid's name.
Because
in Wolverine.
Yeah, wasn't that him?
Well, that never happened. Who cares?
But because of the whatever that last movie was, that all got rebooted, so it's going to be Channing Tatum now.
Yeah, well, let's
reboots.
He's gonna throw his little playing cards. He's gonna whip out his dong and be like, "Girls want this shit." Damn it!
It's gonna be Magic Mike extra.
Ceiling, I think. Unless he's Spider-Man.
Can you see my ceiling?
Yeah.
Oh, I should have turned the thing off. Hold on.
All right,
sorry. It turns back on when you turn the camera on.
All right, everybody.
When you join the call. Sorry.
We are back live. We do apologize about the technical issues there, but hey, you put on a live broadcast, shit's gonna go sideways.
Clearly,
actually, the Realm of Collectors guys apologize. The Shattered Cast guys don't give a fuck. I'm just throwing that out there.
We're used to that. It's usually Matt having issues signing in, or in this case,
Geek Squad can't even work Skype. I tell you.
Or in this case, it's Dust Might's part-time moonlighting job as a Microsoft customer service rep, which he should do on his own time.
I'm working
on everyone else's. Doing magic stuff.
All right, so we were discussing movies, guys. Movies.
Yes, Apocalypse and how pathetic he looks, and how everyone is saying, don't be quick to judge him because look what happened with Quicksilver, because he looked like a hipster with a pair of goggles on. And you know what? Remember the big parts he played in that film? Oh, right, just the one, right? So, if they're planning on using X-Men, to have Apocalypse only be in one scene in a film called X-Men Apocalypse, then probably they're going about it the wrong way. Whereas Deadpool, on the other hand, looks like a win. It's a fine example of Fox is saying, here's a little bit of money, go do what you got to do. We got to focus on the X-Men and Fantastic Four. Those are going to be successful. And what you get in that 3-minute trailer with Deadpool was pure fucking win.
Did dust crash again?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Let's just keep going till it stops.
Okay.
So, yeah, we're not broadcasting at all. I don't think it says an error occurred. I'm looking at it. Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
So, like I don't know shit about the Suicide Squad. I mean, I don't know those characters at all.
It's a decent
Neither do the people making the movie, so it's all right.
What'd you say? What people?
I said neither do the people making the movies, so we're all right.
Nice.
I think the animated one. Did anybody see the animated version?
I did. That was actually really well executed.
That was really good.
Like, I've read the first 3 trades of it, and the story's okay, but the movie really sold it well, so I hope they kind of go off of that, kind of deal with, like, not so much the trades, but the movie itself, because the movie was really good, so I hope they kind of go that route with this live-action one.
Absolutely. I really hope they exploit the other characters, not just Will Smith being the lead, because it's Will Smith. I hope they focus on Killer Croc, and there's a couple of guys there I never heard of before. Like, I know who Rick Flanagan is, and of course you have what's her name?
What is this? Some kind of Suicide Squad?
Yeah. We're like your patsies, huh? It's like, yeah, motherfucker, you are the patsy.
I like patsies.
Patsy's McRaven, motherfucker.
I like patsies.
That's who they should have got to be in freaking Suicide Squad. Was a guy from Dexter. The first scenes of Dexter. That cop, surprise, motherfucker. Would have made a damn good Deadshot.
So Superman versus Batman was it Dawn of Justice?
Yeah. That's gonna be number one. That's gonna be number one, guaranteed. Number one movie.
That looks pretty good.
And it's probably gonna be the most hated film of that to 2016 also.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That fucking Wonder Woman. That Wonder Woman's too waif. She don't look athletic or strong enough to be Wonder Woman.
No, whatever. That's all you care about is Wonder Woman. That movie actually looks good.
She's gonna ruin it for me.
George,
I
tell
think,
me.
I don't think that's even going to be an issue. People are going to be too busy bitching about Superman and Batman after they accidentally kill, 300 people in their big, 30-second fight before they go, we should team up and stop, Lex Luthor before he starts the zombie apocalypse like he was in that movie, Zombieland.
Or start Facebook.
Yeah, or start Facebook.
It's really Mark Zuckerberg. It's not Lex Luthor.
Yeah. So either way, I think that movie's gonna be fine. I think Wonder Woman looks great. It's better than that. If you ever saw that horrible TV show Wonder Woman they were gonna do, that was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. That chick looked pretty hot in that costume though.
Yeah, she did. That was the Lady J from the G.I. Joe movies. G.I. Joe.
There's a pretty awful looking Supergirl show coming to CBS.
Actually, that looks really good. Except for the whole Jimmy Olsen being black and good looking and confident looking.
Yeah, exactly. That's the main problem I have with that one too. It's going to be too much of a teen drama than it is a good storytelling show.
It's like ending every episode with Michelle Branch singing "I Can Save You."
I don't know what you guys heard, but what I heard was Oscar going, except for Jimmy Olsen being black, and then him going, "Yeah, that's the main problem I have with that show."
Ultra Vengeance and I were just done watching this massive Hulkamania documentary, so we're in a racist movie.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck it.
You know what's really fucked up, Oscar? I thought about that shit this week. You know, the first time you and I ever podcasted, we were talking about Hulk Hogan.
The sex scandal, yeah.
Yeah.
And I just
it's come full circle. Full circle.
Yeah, and I just got done recording the Return of the Ozone with the whole racist comment deal. And
well, thanks for calling me.
You guys want to know something funny about that whole Hulk Hogan deal? The day that started showing up, the day or the day after, somebody posted a video of Vince McMahon saying at a pay-per-view the N-word live on TV or whatever to John Cena. Just all right, keep it good, my whatever. It's just then here we are.
Oh, look at you.
Hey, what's up?
Welcome back. Episode 7.
Let's keep rolling.
762.
Hey, let's do it SP style. This is episode 12.
Just to let you guys know, we're gonna try something different. We don't have the chat open, so we apologize for you guys that want to hang out in the chat.
Shout out to Google.
You can leave comments if you want, and we'll try to keep up with the comments.
Yeah, let's try to get that out there. And
did you put the link up on the interwebs?
I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna make sure I get the right link.
Well, you know what they say: Band-Aids don't fix bullet holes.
They can stop the bleeding though.
Hey, yeah, sometimes if you put a little bit.
Just thinking about justice.
Wow, this is total noob moment right here.
You know what the hardest part of this has been for me? I've had to hang up on Oscar 3 times.
Oh, he ain't even there, man. I see a bed and maybe some. What's that, chow mein right there or something?
No, it's a box of Kleenex.
Okay.
Is this live?
Yeah, we went right into it, man.
Oh, never mind that. I was about to say something. I'm glad I asked.
Restrained.
Trying to find the YouTube link.
Let's just get it going. Well, we'll get it up later, I guess. I don't know.
That's what she said?
Yeah, if you guys are watching and you want to see it, you'll find it. Everybody knew where to get the last one, so.
Stalling a little too much. Let's just keep it going, fellas.
So, where were we? Let me put our agenda back up.
Start from the beginning.
We were talking movies.
There was one thing I wanted to say about the movies.
Well, then say it.
I think Fox is giving a big fuck you to Marvel by tanking the X-Men movie by doing this apocalypse shit.
Are they really, though? I mean, they're the ones who are going to end up losing in the end.
They're losing already. They're not getting any merchandise or any merchandising from Marvel or anything, so they're just hoping on movie revenue to keep it going. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about this new Fantastic Four. I mean, it might be okay, but it's just with that, I don't know. I mean, as much as I like to see the movies that they're putting out, it's just a little ridiculous. I mean, we got 4 movies from Fox. Is that something we really want to see? I mean, I know we all want Deadpool, but is it going to be the quality we want?
Did we really want Deadpool? Though I mean, you know, I get a lot of Deadpool on my Instagram feed. It's all cosplay, but it's plenty.
Right.
I want a Deadpool.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go. Greg wants it, so let's get a Deadpool movie.
Well, no, I mean, I love Deadpool. Deadpool's been one of the most original comic book characters in the last 20 years.
What's the rich?
I mean, there's Fire Guy, there's Knife Guy, there's Jump Guy, there's Comic Ball Guy.
Skinny ankle guy.
And then there's fucking
Triangle
talk to
foot
the camera guy. And be a fucking smartass guy. I don't know. I'm excited.
One thing I am not happy about Fox doing Deadpool is that you can't get the running gag of people accidentally calling him Spider-Man. You know, which is like really good in the comics. Like Spider-Man, he's like,
Yeah.
Spider-Man, you know.
Well, Spider Guy.
So
They're not going to be able to do that in the movie.
Yep. But the fourth wall breaking should be good. I mean, you know, it was like if they ever had to recast him, if Ryan Reynolds for some reason like wasn't able to do this film, I would have preferred them to go with somebody like Sean William Scott from The Rundown. Because he has that personality like to the T, just like Ryan Reynolds does.
So Stifler, you didn't call him by his name. His name is Stifler.
I'm sorry, Stifler.
I just hope
it's just like every time I watch Sharknado, it's Steve from 90210 fighting sharks with chainsaws.
These people don't have names. It's you know, and then the chick whose boob fell out, Tara Reid. So, all right.
Imagine that movie. Did you guys hear?
Hey guys, my
name's Tyra C. Reid. My middle name's Kent. Get the joke?
All right, guys, let's move on to some other topics here. A Platinum Dinobot set. So they released the pictures, and it looks just like the San Diego Comic-Con set from last year. But wait, there's more. They have something resembling G1 heads. Who's in? Who's out? Why?
I'm in, bro. Fuck yes. That's a small justice right there if there ever was one. I don't get me wrong. Like I bought all the Dinobots when they came out for the film. And they were great, but I fucking hated the head sculpts. I got it. They're Medieval Knights. Wonderful. You know, Grimlock looked stupid. But at least here you get, like, you know, some decent G1s. They're not bad-looking head sculpts either.
No, they do look good.
You know, so it's like, they look amazing. So, you know, what was that second around, like 150 the most?
Probably, yeah.
I mean, that's Devastator money. You know, there's a lot of people bitching about the price of Devastator, so I don't think it's going to sell well.
Well, you got chrome and everything and a new head sculpt, so that's...
Shiny, bro.
Yeah,
that's right. That's right. At the end of the day, that's not something I'm going to buy. But it's cool that they did that. You know, why they won't frickin' just re-release the G1 Dinobots?
Yeah, well, that makes too much
time.
sense.
They will release
Well, there's a story with that. The molds are all fucked up, and there's rumors that they're recasting them all.
That's funny that there's pretty decent KOs out there, though.
Well, that's the thing. So... That leads into they're recasting them all. So where do you think they're going to recast them from? But
wow, that's epic.
Well, yeah, I mean some shit happened where like the molds got fucked up for a couple of them, but the KO companies either fixed them or they actually took the G1s. But either way, I mean like there's rumors they're recasting them, so we'll see what happens. I mean we'll probably get a Paddles and a Velociraptor alongside your Slag, your Snarl, and your Grimlock, but hey, whatever.
There's got to be something to that, because if they had those molds, that's printing money. They would have printed that money a long time ago. So
they could release it every year and it would sell out.
Yeah, there is definitely something to them having to remold them after some KOs.
I mean, you got.
But I'm not interested in G1 at all really anymore. So I mean, not G1 toys.
Okay, let me ask you this: would you be more interested in a set of G1 Dinobots or a fucking repainted movie figures?
I wouldn't buy either.
Well, that's kind of the same, isn't it?
Yes, it's exactly the same. I mean, I don't buy G1 hardly. There's just a couple little pieces I collect, but I would buy a set of Dinobots because I never had them as a kid and I always thought they're cool. Plus, I need something to put in my pictures with my Fans Toy stuff. So.
Shout out to Fans Toys.
Shout out to Fans Toys.
You do like a whole before and after drinking milk straight for 5 years, you know.
That's right.
Good for you.
That's right. That would definitely work. Masterpiece, Ironhide, and Voodoo, and TFC, and What do we got, guys? There's a lot of new pictures of that crap out, and I'm gonna be honest. My opinion is Takara needs to quit showing pictures of that fucking toy. Because it's just getting worse.
It's a fucking train wreck, man.
Dude, the only angle that toy looks good at is that fucking the fat girl Facebook picture. This. The only angle it looks good at.
The only way you should be looking at the toy is from the box.
Have you guys not seen the other pictures from the back and the side?
Yep. So like a couple.
No, look, it's.
You got tire ass.
I'm getting the Takara. I'm getting the Takara. I'm going official all the way.
I got Luger tattooed on my ass.
All right. A couple days ago,
my ass cheeks look like two tires smashed up against one another.
I was telling Dust, you could see that shit has no back from the side, and then today they released the back picture, and he has no fucking back.
I thought maybe the sled might part form, but nah.
Yeah, it's like,
and I do enjoy the fact that the sled is separate, and you get that whole nostalgia with the sled. And I know a lot of people like that, but holy shit, that looks bad, man.
Yeah, it looks bad. It's like Khloe Kardashian from 3 years ago.
How the hell fuck do you think this looks bad? Like, it's not that horrible. Like, it's a pretty decent Ironhide. And I'm not a brand fanboy, but I think this looks halfway decent.
What's with that fucking crotch? What is that?
Just like you know he's there.
And it's like the animation.
And saddlebags.
I don't know.
Supposedly they're straight shaded in the back, but this is not as bad as people make it out to be. You got the TFC with the fucking hole nipples, and the armor plating, which that thing's straight out of the running, and then the Voodoo, which actually today I actually saw pictures of the Voodoo where I didn't think it looked like shit. And I think that's going to be one of those ones where I'm going to wait and see.
Well,
but I'm going to get the Takara. Takara Masterpiece, I mean, that's just like, everyone bitches until it comes out, and then once they get it, they're like, oh, this is a lot better than I thought it was going to be. This is pretty good.
I'm going to buy it, because I'm a fucking addict. I'll definitely get it, but...
I will too, but... Unless that Voodoo just comes and is just amazing. Once the reviews come out.
I like
but who's Voodoo?
It's probably KFC.
Exactly. Or it's probably made the KFC factory. Like every third-party company that's coming out now.
Is made
you know what I mean?
KFC factory.
Yep.
Exactly.
They're just sitting there going, "Oh, we got you."
Thank God.
All your homes.
I couldn't wait for the voice, man.
Oh, hello. I am Keith.
No, Harold, this is not Keith. This is Rev. No, you're Voodoo. We're not correct.
No, Voodoo? Who Voodoo?
The whole thing with Keith is you have to start out, you're like, hey guys, how you doing? My name is Keith. Like, you're not from fucking Chicago or New Jersey or New York or North Carolina or Arizona, wherever your profile says you're from, every day of the week. Because it changes.
Well, let's say that's who is making. That's who Voodoo Toys is. Do you think that the Transform and Rollout Jazz is also coming out of that same factory? We don't know shit about that company either.
Yeah, it looks like shit too, though. I'm not in on that at all.
I don't see how that looks like shit. I think it looks all right.
Yeah, there's things I really like about that.
Yeah.
The renders look great. That prototype they had in Toronto, it was a prototype. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Well, they're prototypes. You can't make final judgment calls on something like that.
But Jazz is a character that they're gonna make. They're gonna make it. Like, that's not like a maybe. That's not like, well, maybe we'll get a third party. What was that fucking guy's name? DevCon. Like, that's a character they're gonna make, and they're gonna do a proper licensed car. And I don't care about official, but they're gonna make a proper.
They have the Volkswagen license already, right? So
they get
is the same company. I mean, so the potential is there.
Tomei had licenses for cars, I think, for making like little model cars, and that's how they have a lot of these licenses. So once Takara partnered with Tomei, they gained those licenses. That's how you got Bumblebee even though Volkswagen said they didn't want to make Bumblebee because it was associated with war. So,
yes.
Which is very funny.
Which is very funny because they murdered. Oh, never mind.
They made one for my great grandfather.
You mean the people's wagon there? So.
Volkswagen.
I heard from the inside that Jazz is already made. They're just waiting to produce them.
Yeah, that's what I heard. It's done. The prototype's done. It's just ready to be to ship to factory.
I heard from a reliable source that's never done me wrong that you don't need to be buying into third-party cars. And I'm a third-party fan, so this is not me just like... This is me just saying, like, I heard, like, stay away from the third-party cars. This next year, Takara is about to push it out the door. They're going to step it up, and they're going to fucking get these characters out.
Guys, I heard that you shouldn't order a salad at Waffle House after 3 a.m.
I heard you should go to Waffle House.
Hey, that's not good intel there. No, I mean, I don't doubt that they're going to get to the stuff. It's just their timetable for this is, God. I mean, I'm 38 years old. I'd like to have a complete set of G1 Autobots by the time I'm fucking.
Yeah, I'm not waiting to 2027. You know.
Well, they're going to kick it up. That's what I said. I mean, do you plan on dying next month? Like, they're going to kick it up. Like, if Takara's got all this shit ready, they're going to have it out before the third parties are.
Well, I don't know.
If they're going to step it up to like 10 releases a year, then yeah. If they're going to stick with the 3 releases and 4 repaints, no.
Well, that's what I mean by step it up.
Really
like, that's the rumor.
Well, you know what, guys? This takes us into our next topic, and boy, you guys know how to segue. It works out great. So, and some of these topics are from some of our crew, our ROC crew in the Facebook group, and I'm sorry I don't remember who said what here, and this may be one of you guys. If there was not a Masterpiece line, where would you be with your collecting? Would you still be Transformers collecting? Where would you be with it? I'll say that Masterpiece is all I collect, and if there was not that line, especially official, third party, all of it together, I'm out. I wouldn't be sitting here with you guys. I'd be, I don't know, fucking buying mutual funds. Right, buying mutual funds and not planning a fucking trip to Charlotte with you people.
Watching Monday Night Raw right now.
Yeah, I would be watching wrestling right now.
You'd still be in the ring, man.
I might be dropping bows on them hoes. So
I watch TV, big old sweaty men just grabbing on each other.
Hey, you guys.
Headlocks and the leg grabs and the Boston crabs.
Are we still talking about wrestling?
Hey, speaking of leg grabs, are you still coming over this weekend, Oscar? Or do I need to cancel the hotel room? Because
as long as you promise to let me take a photo with your 2 legs propped on my shoulders and me sitting there going, "Good morning," then yeah, dude, I'll pull this stuff up. That's cool.
All right, UV, where are you at with this with the Masterpiece?
Well, I started with Chug, so I'd probably still be doing that. I mean, the Masterpiece was just kind of a weird thing because I found a Thundercracker in store. I'm getting a lot of feedback from Greg over here, but I just found.
I'm sorry, I have a puppy trying to give me some love. I apologize.
Yeah, no worries.
At least it's not a cat with a power strip.
Wait, what?
You motherfucker! You can't. You're not gonna let that go, will you?
I was afraid that's what happened a minute ago. I'm sorry, UV.
No, it's all good. But yeah, I found Thundercracker TRU. He's a cheap price. I picked him up. I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. Then I saw MP10B coming out for a release, and I was like, I have to get that because for some reason I'm a Nemesis Prime fan, so I picked that guy up, and that's just kind of where it started. So I mean, if Masterpiece weren't introduced, I'd probably still do Chug, but I mean, Masterpiece is a very welcome addition to the collection.
All right, Dust, what do you say?
Well, the only reason why I got back into collecting, I stopped collecting in 2002, 2001. I got back in because Rolling Steel, my brother Brian, he put me up on a Masterpiece line, and I was really digging it. And then I started, fucking around on eBay, and I found a really good deal. It was, I think I posted on Instagram. It was MP10. It was the Rodimus Prime, MP Thundercracker, I think Skywarp. And I think maybe something else. I can't remember offhand. And I got it. I think I bought that lot for like $400 or $425. because I just saw what he had, and I said I have to get this.
Nice.
And that's what really got me back into it, was getting that lot, and then finding reviews on YouTube for Masterpiece. I just typed it in. I didn't know anything about the whole YouTube reviewing thing or the whole community on there, and then I saw they had the Chug line, and I'm like, wow, these are real? Like, you could get them in your local Walmart. You know what I mean? So right then and there, I hopped in the car. I'm out, but I was way late. I was at the end. I think when I jumped in was Reveal the Shield line was just finishing. And,
it's a good line.
Yeah, and then Brian or Rolling Steel told me that Marshalls had some. I went to Marshalls, which is like I don't know if you guys have Marshalls down by you. It's like a clothing store outlet.
Yep.
So I buy my socks. I buy my socks.
Like they're related with TJ Maxx and I think Ross. I think they're all the same chain. I went out and I found a couple there for like $5-6, and then I just started jumping through the rabbit holes, and and then I found third party. And I think the first video I saw was Hegemon. My first third party figure was Hegemon. I bought a used Hegemon for $75. And then that was it. The next one after that was Quake Wave, and it was all over from there, man. I was fucking hardcore, man. I was getting packages, 3-4 packages a fucking day, man, because it was just a part of my life that I kind of left behind, and it came in at the right time. I really needed it, and it's been fucking great ever since. I'm enjoying the ride. My wallet doesn't like it, but I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, that's what it's about.
All right, Greg, Masterpiece. Where would you be with your collecting if there was no Masterpiece line?
I'd still be okay. I'd probably be spending more money.
Really?
I think, yeah, because what I spend on Masterpiece and Masterpiece-related third-party, like, I save all the other bullshit. Like, I don't buy Combiner Wars, I don't buy, a lot of the extra bullshit, so...
You're missing out, bro.
On what?
On disappointment.
What am I missing out on?
You're missing out on disappointment. It's wholesale disappointment here at the Hasbro factory.
I bought a bunch of other shit, but like I ended up selling I sold almost everything except for my Masterpieces, and I'm fine.
Yeah,
perfectly fine.
I've been trying to talk myself out of buying some. You had Solus Prime, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I almost messaged you. I was like, you know what? It doesn't fit the collection.
Well, that was a funny story, which does have a place right here to keep everything going. But yeah, the Solus Prime, there was a circle. There's about $500 in sales that all rotated around that Solus Prime.
Well, I'm glad I didn't interject because I was not going to give you $500. All right, Jay, where are you at on this Masterpiece deal?
I'd probably be saving a lot more money. So I'm happy with my Chug collection. I still collect my Chugs, and that's the only place you can get those obscure characters, the Wreckers and the
DJD
IDW,
and all them.
DJD, the IDW fucking characters. And I love them. I love the third-party releases for them. It looks good on the shelf. They're fun to play with. They're fun to photograph. But that Masterpiece, when it came out, it's like that. It's that G1. It's that feeling you get when you watch the cartoon. They look like identical to the show. So, I keep them separate. I keep that as my G1 collection. I keep the Chugs as my updated versions. Yeah.
I'm still getting the DJD, by the way. Let me add on to what I said. I'm still getting the DJD. So you guys don't lose hope in me yet, or faith, or whatever the fuck it is. I'm still getting that DJD. I don't care what skill they're in. They can be fucking muscle men, and I'd still buy them. Awesome. If anyone remembers those.
Get on that shake-weight, Steves.
Okay, Oscar. What's your opinion on the subject?
Well, I would still be collecting these if the Masterpiece. No, in all seriousness, did I knock my cable out? No, cool. I would probably still be collecting. I still collect Chugs. I'm pretty much done with Combiner Wars after the Protective Bots. That was basically it. That was the nail in the coffin. That set was just lazy. It really was.
You said you'd love Combiner Wars forever.
Forever and ever.
And but I remember because I've been collecting on and off since I was like 15, and years ago, like I went to a Walmart to get an oil change. That's when I walked in and I saw that Scourge from the Generations line.
Well, mistake number one is you got an oil change at Walmart, but we won't talk about that.
Hey man, when you're a beer guy, you don't make that much money. But so I'm sitting there and I go down to toy aisle and I saw this Scourge. I saw the artwork. I approached the toy and I was like, man, this is bullshit. This dude was never a stealth bomber. You know, I turned the box around. I'm like, well, it looks okay. Well, how much is he? 15? All right, I'll pick him up. It's not a big fucking deal. And then, you know, I got hooked back into it bad, man, because I have my G1 toys that I've had that I recollected and through like, you know, flea markets and shit like that. But, you know, the classics, like these guys know their knees bend and their arms bend, some of their wrists, you know, turn, unlike the new Generations lines.
Yeah, it's funny.
Lucky to get a bend out of them.
It's funny how, you know, you think that they're going to progress and they regress.
Yep. So it's like, you know, if they didn't have masterpieces, and I still have my fair share of masterpiece figures here, I'd probably still be doing Chug, but I'd probably be a lot more selective than I am now.
Still doing Chug, I love it. We're still doing Chug over here. Yeah. Speaking of, this is off subject, but that term Chug, when I first got back into collecting, I was like, what the fuck is Chug?
Yeah, I know.
We'll talk about it in the forums, like, and I still have people, like, I'll send people a message, I'm like, you still have those Chugs for sale, and they'll be like, what's a Chug?
Well, it's upgraded. It's Chichagawa. And it's Classics Combiner Wars United. What's a Unite Warriors?
Yeah.
Legends. Yeah.
Advanced Adventures.
Yeah, we definitely have to come up with something new and to get that out there. And it's us.
And shout out to Soul Fury, because when I first joined up with TFW 2005.com, I actually PM'd him like, hey man, what does Chug mean? And he's like, oh, it stands for Classics, Henkai, Universe, Generations. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, thank you. So
it's what you're gonna do to get this.
Get this here Star
insert figure. Yeah, insert figure here.
I actually Googled it, and it's like I did it with periods in between it, and it actually came right up. Believe it or not. So
look at that. Google's working for something, you know.
When I first collected, I had no idea what henkai mean. I thought it was a Japanese animated porn.
Hentai.
Have you not seen the drastic dark side of the fandom when you accidentally type in Optimus Prime and Megatron, and suddenly, you know, Megatron's sitting on a control console and his legs on Optimus Prime's shoulder, and apparently you can blush through the face print. Yeah.
Shout out to
any head kiss players.
Please stop. There's a side of our hobby that we don't want I don't want anything to do with. I don't know what you people do in your free time, but
yeah, there's a lot of sickness out there.
Rule 42. If it's popular enough, there's porn about it. You know.
Oh yeah.
Classic.
I guess it's a good thing. So it's funny, guys. In answering that question, some of you really answered part of our next topic here, and I think Jabotron Jisk came up with this. What got you into collecting, and what keeps you interested as far as media? Is it comics, cartoons, movies, etc.? I'll go first here. You know, what keeps me interested at this point is the community we're in. It's us talking shit about this stuff, and you know, me dumping on Carrie constantly. That may never come out at this point. But
Carrie hater, you're a Carrie hater.
I'll tell you, it's something I've really gotten interested in, and I'll blame UV here for selling it to me. Is I had never watched all the Headmaster series.
You're not missing out.
Well, you know what? I'm really enjoying it, and I'm really liking. You know, I picked up Coppola, and I was like, okay, well, it makes sense now. And I'm looking head on, just for that alone, and for that and the wacky outro where Daniel and Spike are doing the fucking helicopter and shit. You know, I absolutely love that animation. You know, you have to really commit to it because you have to read it, obviously. Pay attention.
No, you can read it. See, you have to. The only way you're gonna really enjoy it is the old Stars dubs, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna watch it through once, and then you know, getting the record stuff. I'm looking forward to reading that. You know, and getting into it. But you know, honestly, like I said, it's what got me into collecting is love for the characters from back in the day, and I get updated versions now, and it's just a community, man. That's what keeps me involved. If I didn't have this community, I probably would not have stick with the hobby as long as I have, because I'm real flighty with stuff, man. I'll be in and out of hobbies all the time, and I've really stuck with collecting Transformers.
How's that dildo collection going?
You know, I'm getting the purple sparkly one from you. I think.
Yeah. Do you want the one with the double studs on the side, or the one with the?
You know, the studs kind of make me raw, so.
Okay, all right. Let me.
Well, don't worry. Use the power of friendship to expand your dildo collection, and everybody benefits.
So, Monkey Toys head designer Oscar, what do you say? What got you into collecting, and what keeps you interested?
What got me back into it was basically, the story about finding Scourge, and then the community kind of kept me into it. Then you're obviously going to find a few bad apples in the bunch, but at the moment, what keeps me into the fandom period is the actual comic books, the stellar writing by guys like James Roberts taking More Than Meets the Eye and making this epic fucking comic book that is telling stories and developing relationships with characters and stuff like that, and seeing Rodimus act like a cocky shit, but who isn't still scared to put it all on the line if you really needed to. And then at the same time, you have this broken down Megatron that is essentially neutered, for the better part of the word, The comics, man, definitely. Like, Prime was a great show, but I knew that wasn't going to run forever. And I didn't even bother seeing fucking RAD because I got, like, Unicron trilogy flashbacks.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
No more kids. I don't want to hear them yell transform before they change. That was stupid.
Optimus, where are you going? Transform!
Yeah, and then conk, that shit happens. And so then, like, it's just I couldn't do it. I couldn't even give it a rest. And now, like, so now basically it's just the comic books. Last Night of the Record, Stephanie Reed. All Hail Megatron was the first comic book from the medium I picked up. Was Volume 1 trade of All Hail Megatron, and I was blown away because it's basically the Generation 1 cartoon but rated R.
Yep.
Yeah.
You think these people are going to survive in that tunnel and go like, hey, here comes a train. It's Astro Train. They're fine.
The fucking first scene of the book is the Constructicons.
Hey, keep it down. Keep it down.
They look at each other.
I haven't read it.
Oh, spoiler alert! Spoiler! A 20-year-old spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler 20 years ago.
Come on now.
But it's a stellar story. It introduces all the other characters into the main G1 family, the season 3 cast. It's well executed, man, and I think you're honestly Pinkerton, I think you're gonna enjoy reading that. Some people say it sucks. It's the ones that can't criticize the most, and the ones that do will do. So.
Yeah, I hear you. All right, Jay.
So what got me in was my boy one day. He said, "Hey, are you watching the new Transformers cartoon?" I'm like, "What Transformers cartoon?" He's like, "It's called Transformers Animated." I'm like, "Nah, let me check it out." Fucking, it was season 2. Fell in love. Thought the shit was great. Went and got all the figures, every single one of them, except for the Japanese exclusives. And while I was in the stores looking for those, I found the classics, and then the classics fucking dragged me into the collecting again.
They got the hooks in ya.
Yeah, man.
A question: you still have the animated figures?
Yeah, I still have the animated figures.
Yeah, what? I was never really a big animated fan, but I really like the aesthetic of those figures. I guess it kind of takes me back to my old graffiti days. Like with the crazy characters and all that, and the art.
It's a very streamlined design. They were really unique.
Yeah. So it's like it's like one of those things. Like, yeah, I'm getting out of chugs. I'm trying to get rid of my deluxes, but I may look into maybe starting that animated line.
They were G1. They were G1 and with style. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I really enjoy that whole look, man. I really do.
That's why that show got me. The first couple episodes when I went back into season 1, it was kind of wonky,
Yeah.
But then the story gets compelling, and you're like, by the time season 3 hits, and that first episode of season 3.
Well, I think I started watching season 1 and I kind of tapped out like 3/4 of the way through, so maybe I'll give it another try.
So yeah, those figures got me. Then I went into classics, then into masterpiece, then third party. I was fucking hooked, and thousands of dollars later,
Yeah.
I'm good.
How's that Mercedes outside? Oh no, it's on my shelf.
No, yeah. So somebody asked a question. I was like, listen, If I start adding up all that BBTS page that has all the dollars you spent, I probably would fucking commit suicide or something.
Don't
Yeah, that's probably like the most depressing aspect of collecting is finding out how much you invested in it. And then like you're just like, man, dude, my car needs a starter. And then you look at your BBTS or TS source page, you're like, I probably could have bought a new vehicle by now.
2 or 3.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm complaining about my car, but yet I'm spending car payments every month to BBTS.
Yep. Fuck that. So that's me. I'm good.
All right, Greg. What do you say about the master? I'm sorry about what got you in.
Racist.
The master. What do you say about the master?
Well, the master race.
What's going on?
Hey, what got you? What got you into collecting, and what keeps you interested?
All right. All right. So many moons ago, I was a child and I was into Transformers. Like some Transformers toys.
That's weird.
And then I got out of that and I grew up. I went through my teenage years, and then I became an adult.
Are you sure?
And I made some choices. I made some bad choices. I did some things, and
This is going in an odd direction.
I developed some. Yeah, I'm taking this a different route than I thought animated. I developed some. I developed some addictions, and I did that for a while, and it wasn't very healthy for me, and I knew it. And luckily, a woman from my past was able to save me and take me out of all that and brought me to where I am today. And I still had that part of my person that needed some sort of an addiction, so I turned that addiction into something healthy, somewhat, some will say.
Kind of.
And I turned it from things that hurt me to things that make me feel good. And so what happened was I bought a couple of Transformers one day when classics were out, just like everybody else. I bought a couple classics. I was always a fan of the show, and I bought a couple here and there, and then I pocketed a couple in stores because I was just that hard up. And no, this was before the series. This was back then. It actually isn't really that funny. It actually is kind of sad. I'm kind of laughing, but it actually is sad. And I was trying to like get back into it. And, I was like, oh, these are cool. I remember these. These made me happy as a kid, but it never made me happy because I couldn't smoke it. But finally, things worked out, and then I got myself into a place where I could afford to buy toys, and that was what I spent my money on, and that was my fix. So like every couple of days, I get a box in the mail, and that's my fix, and that like keeps me grounded, and that keeps me healthy, and that's what got me back into collecting. So I don't have that great of a story compared to some people, but
No, Greg,
that's really good.
I think you got all of us beat, bro.
No, I appreciate you
sure.
sharing that,
What it
man.
is.
I really do appreciate you sharing that. A lot of people wouldn't.
I can't share that on Shattered Cast because Matt would be like, gay?
Oh, no, he wouldn't do that. He'd probably pray for you. I'll pray for you, Greg. I'll pray to you.
Well, hell has, bro.
Hell has, bro.
Hail Hasbro. All right, Dust. You kind of told
I kind of just put it in there, so we discussed that before. So go on to the next one because I kind of topped on that there. But what keeps me going is the third-party stuff that's coming out now. The Masterpiece is kind of letting me down lately, but hopefully they're gonna get a little bit better. Tire butt cheeks. I don't know. But yeah, there's
one
a lot of
figure. I swear to God.
it's not even just the one figure. I wasn't happy with Magnus either. To be honest with you, Magnus was kind of a fail, and I'm just gonna look on the shelf, see what else I didn't like. Bumblebee, nope.
You want to buy my KFC stacks?
I can hook you up with a fucking
It's already broken
unopened
KFC. I gotta tell you right now,
He has
KFC
two
stacks have
KFC
more
stacks.
more articulation than that fucking brick Magnus. It looks great on the shelf, but when you try to move the arms, you ain't doing shit with that.
Oh, well, you should buy the upgrade kit.
Yeah, right.
How much do you play with your toys? Masterpiece collector?
No, I don't play with them. I just
Oh, I do. I play with mine all the time. That was a trick question.
I admire them.
Play, not
Got
play,
you.
not display.
Got you.
Got him.
Ah, got him.
Got him. D's got him.
Okay.
Sorry.
UV, what's your story? What got you into collecting and what keeps you collecting?
I'll try to keep this short and sweet, but the movie's actually coming out. Michael Bay. Say what you will about them, they kind of helped re-spark it. And here we go with Greg again. Making a bunch of noise.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm walking down the stairs to save some children from a burning building.
We don't care about that.
Run, buddy, run! Run, Forrest!
But yeah, so like I said, Michael Bay, I picked up a couple of those. I was interested in them. Then what really brought me fully back into it, I found a Reveal the Shield 2-pack of Cyclonus and Hot Rod. And I don't know why, but Cyclonus is one of my favorite figures. I still have him, Always makes me happy to see. Yeah, figure. I just something about that Cyclonus, just like, yeah, I'm ready to jump back into this and go full throttle. As far as like what keeps me going, I guess right now it's probably more than meets the eye, because I really want a Lost Light shelf. Like I'm getting already. I mean, I got my Magnus, I got my Chrome Dome, I got a bunch of characters that are out right now that are available. But I just like the comic books. I started reading them like earlier this year, and I'm just like, wow, this is keeping me going, And I just love playing with them anyway, because they're just fun little toys that transform back and forth. Then just be able to pose them in different ways, make them do stupid little things, like. I have Thundercracker right now sniffing his finger, just right up here, just like this, just, because I don't know what the hell else to do with them, but just funny, stupid little shit like that. It just makes me happy to look at them.
Is that what you're into? Smelling
Yes.
fingers?
Exactly.
Something for me to look forward to for October, huh?
Yeah, exactly. I have something for you to smell when I meet you.
I call this one Amanda.
Nice.
This is Carlos.
And this is Joe.
So,
And this one's Mom. I'm sorry, it's live and I went there.
I think we just been shattered.
You've been shattered.
So here's a little bit of add-on to that. Does third party keep you more interested than the official releases at this point?
I thought Fans Project was on the scene there for a second. We'll add on. Sorry, bad joke.
I don't get it.
Add on Fans Project.
You don't get it? Fans Project. They made add-ons for years.
Okay. All right.
Okay,
all right.
sorry.
Yeah. All right, I got it. So, I mean, for me, I'll say.
Chris, whip your net back because it just went over your head. Whip it back.
It did. So I'll say that at this point, third party keeps me more interested than the official. I think the official kind of steers the ship a little bit, but the third party is paddling the boat.
Yeah, that's how I feel. So you get those characters that Hasbro's not really willing to go for. I mean, like with the DJD, looking at Volume 2 of and More Than Meets the Eye, I'm thinking about that Tarn that's going to be coming out in the near future. I'm just like, hell yeah, that's going to look great on the shelf.
Yeah, like I said, those obscure characters. I mean, they're the only figures you're gonna get through third party, and even like some BotCon figures. Like I got a bunch of BotCon figures just because they're obscure characters.
Well, you're gonna get them from Hasbro. They'll just be shitty repaints of the Defensor set.
Yeah, that's why everybody canceled that MMC Iron Fist, and they're gonna not Iron Fist, the other fucking dude. What's his name? All right, I feel stupid. Never mind.
Get your facts straight, man.
Don't talk bad about Rock 5.
No, I was talking about the record guy. I always forget his name.
I forgot his name too. Yellow and purple.
His name's either Fistytron or Iron Fist. You had it right.
No, it's not Iron Fist. No, it's not him. It's
Yellow and purple.
Impactor? Yeah, the Yellow Impactor. Thank you. Yeah.
Impactor.
Oh, that was Lick My Nuts.
Yeah, Impactor. That was the one I was trying to.
Yeah, that was a great figure that they showed us from BotCon.
God, that was fucking hilarious when they released the TSCC subscription service figure. It's like, look, we made one too, right? Right? You're not gonna buy another one, right?
Yeah, there was a thread going, and I said, and they were like, oh, why would you get the third-party figure? It costs more. I'm like, well, Impactor's only going to be like $85 if you get it.
Quality or repaint?
And it's a Voyager-size figure.
Yep. Impactor should not be able to give Springer a blowjob.
And he's gonna look exactly like he does in the comics, and you got this piece of shit that's only a deluxe figure. It's gonna cost the same amount of money, and he sucks.
Remold.
Well,
Real
it's
mold.
going to cost them. Well, yeah, no, you're right. You never mind. I was like, it's going to cost them more. It's TFCC, but
No,
No,
same
you're
amount of
right.
money. It's probably going to be
Yeah.
like $70 or $80
yep, for a shitty repaint.
for a shitty little deluxe figure repaint.
Or you could pay a fraction of that for a shitty Fall of Cybertron Onslaught repaint on fucking eBay.
Hell yeah.
You guys remember when the records combined? So.
No, they didn't combine?
No.
Oh.
You fool! Making the rest of us Hispanics look bad.
No, but Hasbro says they combine.
Whip out the rosary, pray to Thanos. He'll forgive you.
Okay.
Didn't the Dinobots combine?
Of course.
And the special
Oh!
limited edition Japanese Christmas episode after Blackjack and Alpha Bravo saved Santa Claus from
Yes.
almost death in a plane crash.
I remember
And
that.
taught the Dinobots how to combine using the combination spark.
I got the VHS for that. I bought it
The
about
Platinum
25 years
edition
ago.
that celebrates the
Yes.
30th year or the 25th year?
Yes. I'm gonna put it on YouTube. I'm gonna try to work on some dubs for it. You know.
Let's make a fan
I
dub.
want to get a fan dub going. You guys want in?
As long as
Oh,
I can do a
yes.
character that talks like this.
That's
Yeah,
Alpha
you can-
Bravo.
it's Alpha
That's
Bravo.
perfect. Alpha Bravo. You
That's
nailed it,
awesome.
son. You nailed it.
I can't wait.
Hey guys. Hey guys. Can I be the arm?
with Alpha Bravo. He weird.
Can I be the arm today, or maybe the leg?
Hey
I'll form the
guys,
head.
can I form the crotch? I don't fit in with my other fellow.
Yeah, you step on me. I'm just a piece of shit. Do it. Pee on me. Pee on me like you're R. Kelly and I'm a teenage girl. I don't care.
Stand on my neck.
Piss,
Stand
piss,
on-
piss. Pee, pee, pee.
This really went. This got.
All right,
work.
bring
This
it
is
back.
when you-
Let's bring
when
it
you
back,
insert
everybody.
this.
Everybody, bring it back. Bring it back.
Is someone in the road?
Somebody's looking for a ride home.
Jesus. All right. So our last question here, and this comes from the Forge Circuit. Shout out to the Forge Circuit. She's the silent member of our troop of misfits here. She helps us out a lot on the planning stages. This is her question. Keep that in mind, and this is pretty good. She said,
Don't
"What
get
is?"
offended, bitches.
That's right. All of our female listeners out there. What is your favorite sandwich, and which Fembot would you want to bring it to you? Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. Now,
I have.
you need to understand, having a Fembot serve you your favorite sandwich is a lot like having unprotected sex with a prostitute. It's kind of a risk, but I would have RC bring me a classic Cuban sandwich. I'm just...
Nice.
I'm not blinking. I'm just staring.
You wouldn't have Elsie bringing that?
What?
All right, Greg. Who would you? What's your favorite sandwich, and who would you have bring it to you?
That is a tough question.
Yeah, I'm still thinking.
You want to
My
skip
favorite, I
Go-
have two favorite sandwiches. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh, you seem too primed for this. I might need to make my choice now because you might steal my shit.
I'm ready.
I like a good Reuben. And I would think... Oh, you don't want a good Reuben? Okay, never mind. I'll take a club. I like a good club. And clubs and women, man, they go hand in hand. I think...
Feminism.
the little chick from... Oh, you know what? The little chick from the new More Than Meets the Eye story. What's her name from the DJD?
Oh yeah.
I want her to bring it to me. Yeah, I want her to bring it to me. I want her to bring me a club.
Spark? No, not
And
Spark.
hopefully not kill me.
All right, UV. What do you got?
I would want a French dip given to me by Black Arachnia, just for the novelty of it.
Do you want the au jus? Do you want her to hold the au jus while you eat it?
I want her to feed it to me as well as hold the dip for the au jus. For the French
You
dip.
eight-legged bitch, hold my French dick.
Nice.
This
All right,
bread is disgusting.
Dust. What do you got? What's your sandwich, and who's your bot?
This is a sick fucking question, bro. And I've been sitting here for about 4 or 5 minutes trying to fucking think about something. I don't know, man. Nah, this is too sick, man. I ain't fucking with this.
All right, he wants Minerva to give him a ham and cheese sandwich.
I'm gonna sit back and drink my beer and listen to what everybody else is saying. How's that?
Minerva with a ham and cheese. That's what he wants.
That's right, Minerva with a ham and cheese.
Olive loaf. I want an olive loaf sandwich with some government cheese. Brought to me by that bad-ass, terrible fucking RC Generations mold. Bringing it to me. How's that one?
There you go. That'll work.
All right. There you go.
All right, Jay, what do you got?
I'm gonna agree with Oscar. I love me a fucking good-ass Cuban sandwich, and I want fucking
a sandwich.
A sandwich.
Sandwich.
I want Black Arachnia to bring it to me because she got 8 arms and she could still be folding my laundry and doing the dishes and fucking bringing me a beer all at the same fucking time.
You are such a man. You are just disgusting.
Oh God,
you are disgusting, Carlos. You should be ashamed of yourself.
My YouTube account is gonna get fucking deleted tomorrow.
Oh wow. Well, I will go with chicken salad. It's got to be the good chicken salad with
good chicken salad.
Does it have celery chopped up?
It's got the honey in it,
celery,
walnuts.
It's got walnuts or pecans.
Does it come with a side of Satan there, sinner?
And it's got grapes in it, and it's on a croissant. There you go. And I want it brought to me.
French shit. That's un-American, you fucking fighter.
I want it brought to me by the RC twins from the Bayformer movie. Because there's 2 of them.
You want handicapped girls to serve you food, you sick bastard? You're just all time low.
I'm from Alabama.
I want to jump in here right now. Kenny Prime just hit me up on Kick, and he said, Thunder Blast, bringing me a grilled cheese. Bam.
I like a nice watercress sandwich with a side of tea. I like tea time.
Wow, the best topic of the night.
Tea time.
I would personally like a potato salad on the side with some red pepper seasoning on it. A little bit of sriracha, if you know what that is. That is a little spicy.
Can I get... well, hold on there, you motherfucker. Can I get a guy... Whoa. Can I get a goddamn grilled pimento cheese with a side of tomato soup and some Grimlock?
You know, how about I give you a nice cold glass to shut the fuck up and don't interrupt?
How about I give you some deportation?
I am not French. I am here. I was born here. I'm a Hurricane. If that isn't a GMC pickup truck in my driveway, I don't know what is.
Can I have your baby?
All right, guys. We got some comments to get through.
Goddamn Mormons.
I got some comments here. If we could focus for a minute. Hey, guess what? Asian Kid Matt wants a roast beef sandwich brought to him by Jillybot.
Of course he does.
Yeah, that's
WCW every week.
Those kind of people you can't trust. You can't trust those kind of people. You know what he really wants? Your wallet and your heart. You bastard. I'm watching you, buddy.
So, to Lala says, I'll have Minerva bring me some a peanut butter jelly sandwich. So Robert from Shattered Cast is in here, and he says, you know what keeps Oscar going? Justice. I can't say it. Justice. Do you know what keeps Deluxe going? Freedom.
You know what keeps Robert going? Ambulances.
He actually says that lots and lots of times. He says Greg can't be on camera because he's actually a hero. So, couple other comments from earlier topics. Tony Hectic says third-party legend is my new Steez besides Masterpiece. Brink of Prime says Dust, my start back into collecting is the same story as yours, same timing too. 2012. Ramjet 702 DC says don't talk much about wrestling. Dust might fall asleep. Yeah.
I'm out, son.
There you go. So shout out to everybody that's in there. James Gary, I'm gonna say your name wrong. Garahay says, after Hugh Jackman's post on IG this morning, what Wolvie story arc would you like to see him do as his final appearance? I didn't see that, but I suspect he said he's gonna do one more Wolverine movie.
Mistake. That was the best Wolverine story, hands down.
Which one?
enemy of the state. He gets kidnapped by the Hand, and he gets reprogrammed, and he basically gets like wound up and let loose on the superhero world.
Nice.
So it's actually a really good story. Mark Miller wrote it. John Romita Jr. drew it. Real good story.
I got a quick Facebook message here from Rob from you guys from the Shattered Cast crew. He says, "Air Razor dive bombing a meatball hero into my mouth."
For justice.
For justice.
All right, guys, that is all we have for the night. Shout out to the Shattered Cast crew. Thanks again for Greg and Oscar for joining us on camera and off camera tonight. But shout out to the rest of the crew there. And
Matt's
also,
bitch.
shout out to the Cybercast crew, G1 Hex and Victory Saber 77 showed us a lot of love wearing their gear on air the other day. Shout out to Primal Sabbath also. Check us out. We actually have an Instagram. It's at Realm of Collectors altogether. And we have the Facebook group. If you're not a member, join. We added a new member tonight, actually, while we were on air. So.
Oh, that's great, man.
Yeah, that's awesome.
We had a lot of great conversations going on this week. A good discussion. None of that bullshit that you get on some other Facebook groups about, this is better than that.
And you know what's cool, guys, is we actually get people in our Facebook group say things like, "This is such a refreshing place to come to conversate because you don't get that. You don't get bashed for having an opinion."
Yes.
We're here to have a good time, and if you have a different opinion, somebody's gonna get you for it. But guess what? It's all in good fun, man. I mean, I haven't seen anybody catch feelings over something we were doing in our group. So
yeah. Shout out to Antoine. He was in the group. We were talking about MMC Mirage, and we were going back at each other, and I think he was surprised that I didn't use any foul language towards him when we were talking about it. You know?
You need to be careful with Antoine. He will fuck your significant other.
Yeah. One thing you'll see is his ass crawling out of your window.
Yeah, he already did.
And maybe if you're lucky, you'll hear deuces.
Yeah, it's all about being a united community. So
that's it, man. Collectors United. That's what we keep pushing, man. We want to give you that alternative, That's
right. So let's say goodbye on our way out. UV, where are you at?
Find me at Ultra Vengeance on Instagram, and I'm always posting an ROC, so you can find me there.
All right, I like that you're blinded by the light. I don't know if you know
look
that
at
we
that.
are.
Another roller in the night.
I think J. Rue's fired up his pick app, and he's adding some lens.
That's some lens flare.
He's got some lens flare going on right there.
Lens flare. That's right.
That's all right, West Coast sun setting right now.
Dust, where can we find you? Where you at? Rather.
Instagram, Dust Mites. I'm on Facebook. You can find me there, Dust Mites. I'm in the Realm of Collectors Facebook group. YouTube, Dust Mites, of course, if you're checking this out right now. SoundCloud, Dust Mites. I just want to tell everybody, Cold Slither 2 is coming out in August. We just wrapped up the interview with Rolling Steel for the first ROC Spotlight. I just edited the audio. We'll have that up soon. Shout out to Nathan Haskell, the whole Cobra Law Records clique. That's about it. Everywhere I am is Dust Mites.
All right. Greg, where you at?
Shattered Cast Uncut. We're on Facebook. We have a page, Shattered Cast Uncut on YouTube, Instagram, fucking goddamn, Twitter, Shattercast Online. We got a lot of shit going on. Greg for Mercy. Google it, look it up. I suggest you go to Greg for Mercy at MySpace. You'll be pleasantly surprised. God, I'm serious. I ain't even kidding. You'll find out where Greg for Mercy came from.
You still got that still got that Friendster account going on?
Friendster.
Yeah.
You hit that Greg for Mercy MySpace page when the default picks him with a peace sign and purple cornrows in his hair.
Is there
the actual origin of the Greg for Mercy name is on MySpace. If you just go to it, you'd see it and you'd understand. Or you can talk shit. It doesn't matter. We're on. We're everywhere. I'm in Oscar's ass. Oscar, where are you?
I'm in your ass, avenging my village.
For justice.
You can catch me. You can catch me on YouTube at Oscar NJ Boy, all one word, OSCARNJBOY. If you're paying attention, Bobby Skullface, OSCARNJBOY, not BOI. It's not boy.
That's that southern twang, man. You get that boy
twang here, goddammit.
Boy, yeah.
And,
All right,
I forgot one.
Check me out on Shattered Cast at facebook.com/Shattered Cast Uncut. You can look us up on Twitter, Instagram, all the good places. Just Google us. We are, a good example is tonight, your favorite podcast. And we show love to people that give us love, like here at Enter the Realm, as well as Realm of Collectors. I just joined your group. That's why I was like dicking with my phone earlier. So.
Thanks, brothers. Thank you very much.
Shut the fuck up, Chip.
All right.
I swear, Chip, if you keep fucking with Talatran 1, I'm going to fucking crush your legs.
I have to watch that at least like once every 2 weeks.
Jay Ruse, where are you at, Jay Ruse?
You can find me at Instagram at JRuse. Always on the Facebook group, Realm of Collectors Facebook group, and that's pretty much it.
All right.
Hashtag Mr. Independent.
Hashtag Mr. Independent. That's
Hashtag
right.
Mr. Independent.
All right. My name is Chris Pinkerton. You can find me on Instagram under that. You can find me. Actually, no. You can find me on Instagram under Pinkerton, spelled bizarrely like it is, right?
Up.
There.
There it is. Keep going.
You can find me on Facebook under Chris Pinkerton. I'm always posting in the Realm of Collectors group. I guess that'll do it for us tonight. Thank you for joining us tonight. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, and we appreciate that. Hang out in about half an hour.
Yes, ROC Hangout.
I'll see a bunch of you goons then. Peace out, everybody.
All
Your
right.
realm was just shattered.
You've been...
My realm got shattered by you guys.